Hello beautiful people, if you'd like to learn how I created this makeup look, keep on watching. This is me with the bare face. Now that we got that out of the way, let's start the tutorial. I'm thinking I don't want eyebrows today, but do I really want to commit to that? The answer is yes! So I'm gluing them down, then brushing them up, and smoothing them down. Then with some rubbing alcohol on a brush, I will melt those edges into my skin. And wait for the glue to dry with my fancy fan, being a fancy girl, living a fancy life. RCMA powder, woohoo! We're gonna set these eyebrows down like it's nobody's business. Then we're gonna brush the excess off our face like we brush the dirt off our shoulders. Wait, there's actually some on my shoulders. You can be Athena Pellet. I'm color correcting my eyebrows so it doesn't look like I have a 5 o'clock shadow under my concealer and foundation. And then I'm blurring the edges out so there's no harsh lines. And then I'm setting it and forgetting it. Just kidding, I'm taking off the excess. Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Original. Priming my eyelids. Haus Labs Triclone Skin Tech Concealers in Fair Neutral and Medium Neutral. I'm gonna mix them up and work them into my skin until all my problems disappear. Fenty Beauty Soft Lit Foundations in 100 and 295. Does it match? I think it matches. So I decided that I'm only gonna apply the foundation and blend it out on the top half of my face because the art that I plan on doing on my eyes is something I've never even attempted before. So I thought if I royally mess it up, I'll just have to remove the top half of my face instead of my whole face. Planning for disasters, that's what we do here. Fit Me Loose finishing powders in light medium and fair clair. As planned, I will set the top half of my face, so all those creams and potatoes. To set all the creams and your potatoes if you choose to. I'm not gonna tell you how to live your life. Milani bronzing powder in suntan, and once again I'm only going to contour the top half of my face. It feels strange and unusual, but as with life, we have to adapt to the situations we're in. Makeup by Mario Master Bats palette in the originals. I'm going to go in with this color right here, and this is going to serve as a base shadow for my whole eye. Then I'm going to go in with a slightly darker tone, and I'm going to apply that onto my crease to serve as a transition shade. Next, I'm going in with an even darker shade, and I'm going to use that to create a dark outer corner on my eye, and then I'm going to blend it out with a clean blending brush. And I'm going to keep repeating that process of applying and then blending until I reach the desired effect of a smoky eye. Makeup Revolution Reloaded Spirited Love Shadow Palette. And I'm gonna pack that shimmery gold color into the inner corners of my eye to brighten it up a little bit. It's eyeliner time, and I would just like you to know that Judy Doll sent this to me as a sample to try out, so I would like for you to keep that in your knowledge as I go ahead and review this product. This is Judy Doll's Ultra Fine Liquid Eyeliner in black, and that, my friends, is an ultra fine tip. I had to do it again because I thought my eyes were deceiving me, but it really is that good. The pigment and the precision in one swipe, I mean, you could see it for yourself. I think this is what people are looking for when they think of micro liners. I think it's a great option for people who have a mono lid because it is so thin and so precise. I wanted to give an unbiased opinion on this, but I'm thoroughly impressed. I am so impressed. So to really put it to the test, I decided to do an inner corner wing. And those are tough because you have to be very precise with the point and very precise with your lines. And I had zero trouble doing it with this liner. Time for the outer wing, and it is just a line for now. I created a floating crease eyeliner and connected that to the wing liner. Now I'm bringing that floating crease liner more towards the inside, and I'm going to stop it right there because I would like to draw flowers on top of it, and I don't want to draw flowers on my nose. Now I'm going to draw these humps that you often see in henna designs. They're usually these small repetitive curved shapes used to outline borders or edges, and the eyeliner did a great job making these humps. Next, I drew these flowers, which are just swirls with flower petals around them, and I continued that pattern all the way down until I reached the end of my line. now I am making my second border, which is just a bunch of lumps on top of the flowers. I decided I wanted to give it another pass over to make it look thicker, so I went ahead and did that. You know what's better than one border? Two borders! I added another border. I picked up this really flat angled brush. I used it to pick up this very dark brown from the Originals palette, and I'm using it to create eyebrows for myself. And I'm using an eyeshadow just in case I mess up or I don't like the shape of my eyebrow. I can easily just brush it off and go in and try again. e.l.f. Lock-On Liner and Brow Gel in the shade Espresso, and I'm just going over the same eyebrow I already created with the eyeshadow. Maybelline Lasting Drama Gel Liner in the color Blackest Black. I'm using this to tightline my waterline on my upper lid and also line my lower waterline as well. These are the lashes I will be using today, and this is like the only good shot I got of me applying one of the clusters. This is what they look like when I was done. I will now create the base for the rest of my face, so I'm going to be applying the same two foundations onto the rest of my face, neck and chest, because I am 50 Shades of Brown. Huda Beauty Mini Color Corrector in Cherry Blossom. I'm using this to brighten up those dark under eyes, going in with the same two concealers as I used before and blending them into my skin. e.l.f. Cream Contour Palette. I'm going to go in with this shade right here, and I'm going to start tapping it in with this contouring brush to carve out my cheekbones, my jawline, and also my nose. Makeup Forever HD Blush and Glow Skin Palette, and I'm gonna go in with this very rosy color. I'm applying it to my cheeks in tapping motions with my finger, and then I'm going in with a brush to really make sure it blends in extremely well. And then I'm just taking whatever residual product is left on the brush and applying it to my nose and my chin. And this just ties the whole face in together instead of making only the cheeks look rosy and beautiful. Huda Beauty Easy Bake in Cherry Blossom Cake. I'm applying that onto a powder puff, and with tapping motions, I am pushing that product to set the concealer. And with the same custom blend of Fit Me powders as I used before, I'm going to be lightly dusting the rest of my face to give it a matte finish. And as I did with the Milani bronzing powder before, I'm going to be putting that on top of my contour to give it some depth and add some glow. Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick Compact Powder in Apricot. I'm only adding this to the high points of my cheeks and just a tad little teeny tiny bit on my nose. Going back in with the Originals palette, I'm applying it and buffing it into my lower lash line. Milani Highly Rated Lash Extensions Tubing Mascara. It's time to marry my lashes to the lash clusters. I'm going in with this very old Prestige lip liner in Auburn and lining my lips. Milani Color Fetish Lipstick in Tease. I am applying that to the inner parts of my lips, and then I am my way to blended perfection. This is the final look before any accessories, hair, or outfit changes, and I'm gonna go and do all of that, and I'll be right back with the actual finished look. So this is the final look with all of my accessories, the hair, the outfit change. A bunch of the stuff I'm wearing is stuff that my sister gifted me for Eid. My jewelry is costume jewelry that my mom left behind. My henna tattoos are also a gift that one of my really good friends gave me. And the nails are from Drippin' J Nails. Justine is awesome. I will have Drippin' J Nails linked in my description down below. Let me know what you think of this look. I had a lot of fun creating it. I used to do these types of looks with my mom all the time, except I was the one recording her and she was the one that was posing. I feel like an old-timey actress. I feel like I should be in Devdas. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I love you. Bye bye.